I want to start this video off by saying, if you are gonna get plastic surgery on your body, whether it be your boobs, and by the way, my boobs are real, and they're jiggly, they're not hard. People seem to think I got implants, and I'm like, no. They're real. They're 100% natural. However, my ass was not. You guys are trying to get plastic surgery, interested in getting plastic surgery, I don't care if it's your nose, fucking you wanna pull your hair down because you have a receding hairline, clip your ears, friggin' add a horn somewhere on your body. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do plastic surgery, do your research. Look up deaths, look up freak accidents, look up if they're board certified. Everything you could possibly think of, you could ask someone that has your life in their hands while under anesthesia. Ask them. I didn't do any of the research. Danny randomly came up to me and was like, hey, I got us a discount at Dr. Miami because we're gonna be on his Snapchat. Do you want to do it? And I was like, cool, I'm with it, whatever. The first thing I told him was, listen, I'm tiny. When I had my child, when I got pregnant, I was 112 pounds. When I finished giving birth, I was like 159, and then I dropped down because of breastfeeding to 122, so I was around like 130 pounds. And I said, I'm not a big girl. I've never had curves. I've had kind of a bubble butt, and pregnancy gave me a bubble butt. So I want my butt and my hips to look natural, but I do want to be curvy. Do not make me look like I have Kim Kardashian ass, where it's way too big for my body. Please and thank you. I knew shit was fucked up the second I took my first shower, which was like 2 days after surgery because you're not allowed to shower for like 2 days. I looked in the mirror and my ass was so motherfucking big. And I was like, bro, maybe it's just a swelling and I'm freaking the fuck out, but this is just too fucking big for my body. Fast forward 4 years almost. It didn't really go down. And then like one of my butt cheeks looked like it was like deflated in a corner. Y'all, like, you really don't even understand, so I'm gonna insert the before picture. Y'all see this? It looks literally like I have a basketball as a rear end. And I will tell you this, even with my uneven botched hips, because you can see one butt cheek looks bigger and higher, and that's because the hip was completely uneven to the other one. And even with the ass way too big for my body, uneven hips, I still was so confident. Like ridiculously confident, like, okay, cool, like if it's fucked up, I may never fix this, so I'm gonna have to love me for me. And that's just kind of the idea and reality I was living in. I've always thought about going back and doing another BBL, but realistically I don't need more ass. My ass is too big. So it just so happens that the day I landed in LA to visit Danny with my son, she had a follow-up appointment with her doctor who did her lipo. So I went in and they're doing her follow-up appointment, and I look at him and I'm like, listen doc, can I get naked and you tell me your opinion on my butt and my hips, and if you think you can do a revision or you think I even need it, let's talk about it. So I put on those little garment thingies. I didn't vlog any of this because I didn't think I was actually gonna do it. It was just kind of like a whim thing. So I had the two-piece on and he looked at me and was like, who the fuck did your body? And I was like, well, what a funny story. This is what happened. And he's like, it literally looks like you have two basketballs as an ass. And he goes, it's not cute. He goes, I can revise this whole thing. I'm a perfectionist. So where I went was where Danny went, Sono Bello, and he has his own plastic surgery place outside of that. But I went through Sono Bello, and what you do is you're up the whole surgery. So like the day of surgery, I'm so hot. I'm so hot in here, oh my God. So the day of surgery, I went and they gave me 2 Xanax and 2 Percocets, and I was like delirious as fuck, but wide awake. Wide the fuck awake, but just fucking delirious, right? So he like marked up my hips, marked up my ass, and he's like, okay, we're gonna go in, you good? And I was like, yeah, doc, yeah, I'm so good. Everything's so lovely, peace and love, whatever, you know? Fucking, I was high as fuck. I'm on the table, and it's like, there's scar tissue in my hips and ass from the surgery years ago. So I could feel that shit. I could feel that fucking shit. So I kept saying, ow, ow, doc, ow. Because I was up, but I was like monotone because it's like I really couldn't do much. And the fucked up thing is, he goes, you look so good. Your ass looks so amazing, but I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pick you up. I have to stand you up because I'm not going to have you look uneven again. So he stood me up 4 times. Guys, like I'm talking like I looked down, there was blood like just dropping to the ground, and I was like, doc, it was so hard. Doc, you know that like I'm bleeding a lot, like there's a lot of blood going on here. And he's like, I know, but I just gotta make sure everything's even. So he had to do it 4 times till he got it exactly right. My hips are completely even now, and it's like swoops, like a natural swoop. And then my butt, he stood me up like 4 times and he's like, we got it, we got perfection. And I'm like, all right, cool, doc, cool. I don't remember shit, bro. I don't remember leaving that bitch. How Danny got me and Marcella's up in her fucking apartment. I literally don't remember shit. All I remember is I woke up in the middle of the night on the first night and I was shivering. I was so cold. And I was like, Danny, there's something wrong. I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so cold. And it was like, when I got my first BBL, when you wake up off anesthesia, you're so cold because your red blood cells are like trying to go back to where they're supposed to go because you were on anesthesia. And that's how I felt. I was like, oh my god, there's something wrong. Like, there's something wrong. Freaking the fuck out. So at this point, I was taking like oxycodone and it had worn off. So Danny's like, just take an oxy, maybe it'll help. I'm like, no, I'm cold, I'm literally freezing to death, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna make it. She was on the phone like trying to get the doctor to call back, and he called back real quick and was like, oh, it's just lidocaine. We had to use a lot of lidocaine because she had a lot of scar tissue. So because he used so much, it was just like kind of leaving my body and I was gonna be cold. So he's like, make her soup and tea. So I had soup and tea and I took another oxycodone. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like popping pills. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't have an addictive personality unless you're a man. And then I'm addicted to you, boo. But I don't have an addictive personality and I just don't like the thought of taking anything. Like when I have a headache, I use peppermint oil and lavender oil under my nose and my temples because I'm like, we're gonna go the natural route. So the oxycodone didn't work. First of all, yeah, okay, my body went numb for a couple hours, but I was wide awake. It's not like I was sleeping. I couldn't sleep, I was uncomfortable. My body felt like it was ripping almost. It felt worse than my BBL. Dead ass, it felt worse. And I just got lipo, like I got my ass smaller. I'm like, why? Why does this hurt so bad? So I was like, yo, fuck, bro, this is real life shit right here. This is like a life lesson right now. Like, love yourself and what God gave you. That was like the lesson I thought. I was like, this is what God's telling me right now because I'm a stupid bitch. So the second day, worse than the first. Worse. The second day was like, oh my fucking god. Honestly, I was like, the whole day I was like crying in and out of crying. This is worse than the BBL. And then the third day, started feeling better, stopped taking the oxycodone. At this point, I started thugging it out like a bad bitch. And I was like, I'm gonna just deal with the pain. I kind of like pain anyway. So I was just dealing with the pain and my bruising was so bad. Padding on underneath and I had like a corset thing. I was like scratching over the corset thing. So the pads were scratching my body. So I have scars on my butt now from me literally attacking my skin, like trying to scratch it. It's whatever, it looks like tiger marks. It almost looks like stretch marks, so I don't give a fuck, but I definitely scarred up from that. And then the fourth day, I went to a follow-up appointment with him, which I was supposed to wait a week, but I was like, I gotta be out, I wanna be home, I wanna be in my own house, like recovering. And he was, like, even when I took off my garment and I was standing there, he's like, wow, what a difference. Like, I honestly, genuinely, it's such a difference, guys. I can't even put it into words. I need to find me a boo thing because I need to get naked for somebody. Somebody needs to see all this. Like, all of it. It needs to happen. I want to start taking pictures and being real cute and fucking, hey, you want to see my ass? Hey, good morning. There's a picture of my ass. Hey, it's 3 in the afternoon. I just want you to know that this ass is yours. I need somebody. Somebody needs to come on in and come claim this ass, because it's got to be seen. This ass needs to be seen. It needs to be seen. Okay? He was like flabbergasted, and he's like, oh my god, imagine in 3 months. It's gonna look so good. The only thing I will say is my hips are so much smaller than they are before that I almost got taken aback, because I'm like, I was almost taken aback, like, oh my god, I don't have a body anymore. And my girls are like, no, you have a body. You just look like this. You were born with this body. Not like, oh my god, that bitch went and had surgery. Because when I first did my first one, it's like chicken legs with a huge ass, uneven. It just looks so bad. So bad, but I was still out here like, yo, I'm killing the game. Shorty's killing it. And now I'm like, no, I'm legit killing it now. So nobody can tell me fucking nothing. Literally no one can tell. When people comment shit on my page, I'm just like, block, delete, you're canceled. You're canceled. Before it was like, yeah, I know, I'm super botched. I understand, fair comment. Now I'm like, y'all can't tell me motherfucking nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Absolutely nothing. Shorty looks good. So it took like about 2 weeks for all the bruising to go away. Yeah, 2 weeks of bruising was really bad. Like basically my whole ass and thighs were black. It was nuts. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna look like this forever? So the bruising went away, and then I just feel I'm still wearing the garment. Like he wants me to wear it for 3 months straight, 23 hours a day. Am I doing 23 hours a day? No, it's very difficult. And sometimes it's like I need to let my skin just fucking breathe, you know? Like I want to be naked for a little while. So yeah, his name is Dr. Saeed. He's in Beverly Hills. Yeah, he's expensive, but worth it. Like he is. I actually want to fly out, because he's like, are you gonna come for your 3-month appointment? And I'm actually thinking about flying to Cali just so he could see what like it's already been a month. It's been a month. And there's already such a huge difference that I can't imagine how good I'm gonna look in 3 months, you know? So yeah, that's what went down, and I've never been happier with my ass in my whole entire life. Ever, in my whole entire life. Like my ass looks so good. This ass is it. The other one was not, you know? And it's so soft and fluffy and feels like a pillow. So it was worth it. I don't regret it. I think everything happens for a reason. It just so happens I landed in LA the day of her follow-up, because I would have never even thought about going there or even considered doing it, because in my mind I was like, I don't care about surgery anymore. I want to just live how I am, and I'm botched. And it just so happens these dogs are so fucking annoying. And it just so happens that it all worked out. And I look good, and I'm happy. And I just want you guys to know that there's nothing wrong with getting surgery. If you feel like getting surgery, get surgery. But do your research, because you don't want to have to go through what I had to go through and like fix your ass. Like I literally had to not lipo my stomach, not lipo my back. I had to lipo my ass and my hips because it was so botched. So you don't want to end up like me. So let me be a lesson to y'all to do your research if you do want to go forth with fixing yourself, and just be very cautious, be very careful, because your lives are in these people's hands. Okay? And that's all I have to say to y'all. And me and my new ass want to say thanks to everyone that's supportive and loves me, and to everybody who doesn't and wants to judge. You can kiss this new ass. And with that being said, I love y'all, and be kind to yourself and to others, but especially to yourself, because ain't nobody got you like you got you. Bye.